Hi. In this chapter, we're going to start looking at what is probably the most visually impressive part of the Unity interface, and that is the terrain creator. Now, there are terrain creator kind of things in 3D modeling and animation programs like Maya, but having one right here in a game development engine is kind of impressive, especially one that you can get for free. So here we go. So first we're going to launch Unity. And eventually it'll come up here. There we go. Opens in our last project. File. New project. And browse to a location. Of course, I like to put things on the desktop. And create a folder. And we're going to name this terrain _001, and then I give it my favorite cartoon villain henchman, henchperson, whatever. Okay, and then we create, and Unity seems to close, comes back with a splash screen, and eventually, okay, here we go. We got a brand new project. I'm going to go to the scene menu, terrain, create terrain. There's a terrain. It's kind of flat, kind of boring. I'm going to zoom out here and hold down Alt key and center drag, get it in position. Now I'm going to get this flattened height map here. Now this, when the terrain is created, it's at the origin at y = 0, and I'm going to give it some height here. I'm going to set 100 units in height, and then click flatten here at the bottom. But watch what it does. It raises it up. It's now actually 100 units above the 0 point in y. And we get these tools over here. These are different brushes. I'm just going to start painting, and watch what happens. It's painting height, and we can go all over this and create mountains, create all kinds of things. Now, see, I'm holding down the Shift key now, which pushes down. So unshifted, it goes up; shifted, it goes down. And the distances, you see, it's flattening out there as I get it to 0, and that's why we raised it 100 units, so we could get that height. So we could create things. We can grab bigger brushes here to make this. Gotta hit the Shift key to keep it going down. And so if we wanted to create a lake or make this an island, we'd go all the way around your game. Some way you need to contain the characters in a space so that they don't go off the edge of your game world. And often that's done with walls or by making an island or big mountains on the side. Different brushes here. You see this brush. We don't have to drag it. We can just click once, and that just makes these little dots. All a matter of what you want. And of course we can paint. Now the brush size here is kind of small initially. I'm going to raise this up to the full size. Now you see I'm painting a much larger area, creating kind of a bumpy, I don't know, maybe sand dune kind of look, though it's a little bumpy for an earthbound sand dune. Opacity here, that comes from like Photoshop kind of things. In this case, it's just how intense the effect is. So you see these mountains here are larger than the ones I painted before. The effect is happening much more quickly, and so that way you can change it. Now the second one here, the second brush, sets the terrain height. And if you look, it's got a height parameter down at the bottom set at 120, and the base we set at 100. So this is giving us 20 units more height, and it's flattening out there. I can set this at something else, so 350 almost. Give us a much higher plateau looking thing. And this will let you, if you want to create mountains on the edge or whatever, or a volcano or something, let you get there much more quickly. And you can do this in 2 or 3 or 4 steps, kind of like those those maps of the altitude of different things. Now the third thing here is a smoothing tool, third brush, and this doesn't work that quickly there because of the difference, but on this stuff here works very well. Now it's starting to look a lot more like earth-based sand dunes. So come around, and you see you can spend a lot of time with this, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of neat. Gives you this instant gratification, seeing what your landscape looks like. And see here, this lower part, we get a little more of an effect. So when you do these setting the height, you probably, like I said, want to do it in a few different steps. And let's see what else we're going to do here. Okay. You know, you go back and forth between these. You probably want to start out big. Now there, I'm taking and I'm holding down the Shift key and using that first tool, which is just kind of crushing those down. And just spin around here. That's Alt and left mouse drag. And, you know, you just go around and you make what you want. And so that's about it. I'm going to continue on here, and I'm going to build a landscape for a game. It's just this white blah gray that you've gotten used to these things being as the initial color, and we're going to change that, of course. And there's actually a whole lot more that we're going to do with this landscape, this terrain, over the next few videos. So I think you'll be impressed. And if you saw the cover of the printed textbook or the cover of the box of this video, you know what kinds of things we can build. And we may not build exactly that, but we'll build something that would be usable for a game environment. So that's it for now, and we'll see you in the next video.